Really, truly humbled to have played a small role in bringing about this day. If you're lucky enough, once in a lifetime you're handed an opportunity to really make a difference, and this is that time for me. It is why I, my colleagues on the subcommittee, have spent so many hours working on this. This is the moment we've been waiting for over 150 years, the chance to finally meet our constitutional mandate. For too long, Ohio's leaders have tiptoed around the edges of this issue, or they've thrown a Band-Aid on it, or they've thrown up their hands in frustration, or to the amazement of many, they claim the system is fixed. All I can say is what the Speaker said earlier. The status quo is unacceptable to me, my colleagues, the governor, and any school district, parent, or child that has to deal with it. We simply must do this now. Ohio's districts, parents, teachers, and children are better than the current funding system. For too long, Ohio's educational successes have come about in spite of the way we fund the schools, not because of it. That changes today. With the long-term changes we're introducing today, and a continued commitment to follow an evidence-based practice with school funding, we will finally be able to look at our school officials, parents, and children in the eye and say, we're here to help. I think we're ready for any questions.
Districts is going to receive more than the guarantee. But statewide, how many school districts are on the guarantee compared to what the governor proposed?
You know, I don't know if we have that off the top. I don't have that off the top of my head.
We'll be provided.
We'll be providing you the runs after the news conference, and you can look through it. The important thing is, with the $922 million removed from the model, we have much more modest gain caps of 1.9%. So there's a lot less money to go. But again, you get your stimulus money on top of that. So there are going to be districts that get substantially more than the 15 to 16% increases that are in the governor's original plan, when you include Title I and IDEA in there. But you know, within the model itself, the gains go to the DeRolf districts, and the guarantee goes to the wealthy suburban districts, except for Upper Arlington. They're the one.
What's the bottom line funding amount? Is it an increase for the biennium, and how much? And do you have a figure for how much it would cost fully funded?
The new model is we're working within the same appropriation we received from the governor's office, so it's relatively revenue neutral. Over the long haul, we're still working on that comparison, but it's going to be obviously a substantial commitment to education over the next 10 years.
Do you have a dollar figure for it?
Again, we have the fully funded, fully phased in sheet right here. It'll be, we will go from 5.9 billion in 09 to 8.5 billion if we were fully phased in 10, and 8.6 billion if we were phased in 11, all fully phased in.
Based on the extended time frame for phasing this in from 8 to 10 years, how many elements of this would you say are entirely put out of this budget? You mentioned additional school days, for example.
Right. On the school day issue, we agree that the school day, lengthening the school day and the school year should be looked at. We're going to have the council look at that. But in the meantime, we're going to look at calamity days, and because so what we're going to do is say that instead of 5 calamity days this year, you have 3. Next year you have 2, so you get 4 extra days than calamity days, and then we'll have the council look at the best way to implement the 30 days, because we got a lot of testimony and a lot of comments from folks saying that are kind of in dispute about how those extra days should be. Should there be 10 professional development days and 10 in-class days? Should they all be at the end of the year? Should the professional development days be done in the summer? Should they be done scattered throughout the year? Should they be, should we just close down, not close down, but shorten vacations? There are so many ways of doing the 20 days, and there were a lot of concerns about it. So we're going to again apply evidence-based practice to find out what works the best.
Would you say that the current 4th and 5th grade classes will never see that extra 20 days? They'll be off in college before that ever gets put on the kids?
I don't know. It could be that you see that happen in the next biennium. You could be seeing it happen over the course of the next couple of biennia. It's all going to depend on what the evidence points to. Well, nobody will be losing money the first year. In fact, nobody, when you include the federal money, and again, the governor's plan included the federal money through the model. We're doing the federal money through the federal funding formula. I believe only 2 or 3 districts lose money over 2009. So, the ones that aren't doing as well as the governor's plan are the wealthier districts. The ones that are doing better under our plan are the rural poor districts.
The $5.9 billion number and the $8.5 billion number, for instance, is that an apples-to-apples comparison of state programs funded by state?
I believe so. They're the again, you'll get the runs at the end, but I believe that is the case.
So what is the difference between the fully phased-in number and the actual number that we spend? So of $8.5 billion, what did the schools actually do?
Oh, next year they will get 5.98 and 5.957. That's without the stimulus. With the stimulus, we're going to 6.3 and 6.3.